What's up guys, in this video I'm going to be detailing my whole car and just making a video of the whole process of doing a thorough detail on it. It is ceramic coated, so a lot of the times I'll just power wash it off to kind of get it kind of clean, just to get some of the dirt off of it. But I have not washed it in a while, and it has snowed several times in Oklahoma, so it has lots of salt underneath it and everything. So I'm going to be jacking it up and doing a wheels off detail, and take the wheels off, set them on the ground, and clean the whole car, and also clean the wheel wells. And since it'll be jacked up, I can get underneath it, and I'm going to clean underneath it and just do a full complete detail on it, just to make sure it's completely clean going into the spring and summer. And I will also be making a video with that right there, that undercoating, because it's rusty underneath in a few places. Some of it's surface rust, and some of it's actually kind of starting to chip away at stuff and cause damage, because this was a winter car before I owned it, and I've kind of decided I'm probably going to keep the car for a while. So I'm going to have the front bumper repainted and have everything fixed and try to get it back into perfect condition. So that's why I'm doing this, to make sure it's all nice and clean, and make sure that it's undercoated. So let's get started. So I'm getting my power washer and foam cannon all set up, and what I'm going to do is start with the engine bay, and then I'm going to move to the underside of the car, then do the wheel wells, and then very last I will do the outside of the car, just because that's the order I want to move in. I'd rather have this all have time to dry. And just one tip, whenever you wash your engine bay, make sure you leave your car on, and don't get the pressure washer really close. I'm just going to use it far and clean the top of the hood and clean everything in here, and also use some detail brushes to clean it. And then as soon as I am done, I'm going to get this blower here. It's just an electric blower like that, and I'm going to blow all of the water out of all the crevices and everything, because you don't want water sitting in there in your engine bay. So that's pretty much the process I'm going to take. I'll be doing detail brushes, brush everything. I usually do not clean my car super thoroughly, and the previous owner didn't take great care of the paint, so I just polished it, ceramic coated it, and I never take it through a machine wash. I always hand wash it, but it's still not in the best condition. So once I get it repainted and get everything taken care of, then I'll do all the proper maintenance and all that. But it is still good to take care of your car. And the paint, you can see fender liners are dirty, coilovers are dirty, and these have actually worn through because I didn't put them on right at one point. But I actually do have 2 new fender liners, so I will be putting those in sometime soon. I'll go ahead and do a video on that, just in case anyone needs to know how to do it. You can see these are just packed full of dirt, cleaning the brakes and everything, just because I want it to be clean going into the summer, since it'll be won't have salt or anything getting under there now. So let's go ahead and get started. guys detail your own cars, I highly recommend this stuff. It's called Aerospace 303 Protectant, and it essentially does what Armor All does, if you're familiar with Armor All, except it's not near as greasy and shiny. It just kind of leaves like a nice satin shine on all of your plastics. I've used this on my splitter because it's ABS plastic. You can use it on your rubber trims, and it UV protects everything and also makes it look nice and dark black, and I think it looks really good. So I'm going to use it here on my plastics in the engine bay. Just take a microfiber, and you don't want to spray it directly on because if you lay it too thick, it'll be streaky and won't look good. So I just put a light layer on this microfiber and then rub it into the plastic. You can see like right there, there's the difference. It's just kind of like that last final step that really makes your detail job look good. And it also protects your plastic at the same time. So you can see there, that makes the engine bay look a lot better. This thing is pristine. I would eat off of this now. I've never really cleaned my engine bay this well, so it definitely needed it. You can see all the, you can even use it on your rubber hoses and stuff if you're that detailed. You can see the engine bay is all clean and the car is all clean. So now I'm going to move on to the finishing step, which is adding a topper on my ceramic coating. My car is ceramic coated by Avalon King ceramic coating, and I do have a video on that. If you scroll back, you can see how to apply that. I highly recommend it. It makes cleaning your car much easier. I usually just do touchless washes, power wash it off, and it looks decent enough. And then other times I'll detail it like this. But it is good to add like another ceramic spray on top of your ceramic coating because it extends the life of it. So I guess I'll just go ahead and show you what I use now. It is this right here. I'm gonna close it real quick. It is Turtle Wax Hybrid Solutions ceramic spray coating. This stuff works really well. At the time that I bought it, it was pretty much the best thing on the market. Now there's a few other things you can get, like spray graphene coatings and things like that that work similar to this. But this is one of the highest rating ceramic spray coatings, and it is super easy to use. All you got to do is shake it up really well, and you use about 2 sprays of this per panel. Just spray it on there. Take a probably like a smaller microfiber and spread it all around the panel. Make sure you get on all of the paint, and then you get a second dry microfiber and just dry it off, and then that should get you about 6 months of protection. And I've had this on my car for about a year, and I have noticed that it has worked. And it if you do 2 coats, it can last up to a year, they say. I just do it every few months, and even if your car isn't ceramic coated, this is great to put on it. It'll make it a lot shinier, and it also does the same thing as a ceramic coating. It'll make it a lot easier to clean, and it looks a lot better, makes car maintenance a lot easier, and also protects your paint. So I'm going to go ahead and put another layer of this on the car because I haven't done it in a few months, and then we're also going to throw it on my wheels there in the garage. Also, another thing about this is it smells really good. It has like a blueberry type smell to it, which I really like, and it makes your car smell like that for a few hours. So, you know, that's always nice. So you can see I just spread a thin layer of this around all my paint, and now I'm just going to take this dry microfiber and buff it off. Make sure you don't need any of it on there. Do not do this in direct sunlight. The sun has gone down for me, so I can do this outside and not in a garage. And if you get any high spots, which is pretty much just streaking of this stuff on your paint, you can just remove that. Just get a damp microfiber and wipe it off. But you can even feel with the microfiber, if I go to this door, it's already a lot slicker, and you can feel how the ceramic coating is kind of keeping things off of the paint. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of the car, and then we'll move on to the wheels. So I finished putting the ceramic coating on the car. You can see it is super shiny. Engine bay is clean. The wheel wells didn't come as clean as, I hope. The brakes, this is just rattle can paint from like a auto store, and you can see there, like I scrubbed that, and it still looks like it's dirty. I think it's just stained, so I might throw another coat of paint on those. But you can see coilovers are nice and clean. Just figured I'd clean it up a little bit. I sprayed underneath it, and I'm about to put the undercoating on it just to make sure that everything is protected. But let's go ahead and move on to ceramic coating the wheels. Now for ceramic coating the wheels, I'm just using the same stuff here, and I'm gonna do the same process and just spray it on there. You aren't supposed to spray it onto the rag and then onto the car's paint, but since these are wheels, it's kind of hard to like spray it on this whole surface. So I'm just going to spray it on the rag here and then spread it all the way around the wheel, and then I will take that dry microfiber there and then completely clean off the wheel, and then closed. And then after that, I'm going to put tire shine on them, and they will go back on the car. It's pretty easy, just kind of wipe it. I guess I'll kind of have a method to it so I know where I've done it and where I haven't. And do the whole inside and everything. Just to make sure that everything is good. Maybe that extra layer on this in a second, but this will just make them easier to clean, and mine aren't necessarily glossy, but if you have glossy wheels, this will make them shiny. All of it, and then just wipe it off. And honestly, on these wheels, if you miss a spot, I don't really think you're going to see it unless you have like gloss back the wheels. It's like a lot of flat faces on them. And this stuff is definitely more forgiving than any other kind of ceramic coating that you'll come across, just because it's a spray coating. So you'll pretty much be able to wipe it off at any point. So you can see the whole wheel is coated there. Now I'm just going to take my dry one and make sure that I get every surface cleaned. And the fact that it smells good definitely makes this more fun to do. These wheels aren't super fun to clean with all the different angles they have and everything. So that was one wheel done, and I'm going to go ahead and do the other four, but I'm going to show you how I apply the tire shine first. You can pretty much do this with any tire shine. I prefer to use one of these that are in a bottle that you spray. I really like how the chemical guys one dries, because it's not super glossy. It's kind of like a satin finish. I really like that because it doesn't sling up on the car. But I'm also going to show you a different method to get your tire shine to apply on smoothly without drips or anything, and it won't get caught in the letters and then sling up on the side of your car. And I actually learned there's some work because we do this at Discount Tire, and I actually have a bottle of Discount Tire shine too that we get from just like a supplier type place, and I really like how that one is. That one's super glossy and it doesn't sling up very much. But what I take is, this is just a wheel brush. It's one of the ones that has like a softer end on it. It's not like plasticky bristles, it's kind of soft. And all you do is take your tire shine and apply it onto the brush instead of spraying it like onto one of those like foam applicator pads, or just spraying it on the tire out of one of those aerosols, which is what I used to do. But this works way better, so if you've never heard of this before, I definitely think that this method is the best. And you can also control it from getting onto your wheel, and I like getting the bristles like kind of down to like a little curb protector area, and that makes sure that the whole thing shines like getting on the wheel. But I don't put a whole lot onto the brush because you don't want to see streaks, and then just kind of rub it and spread it all the way around the wheel, around the tire, and rub it in, and then the brush and kind of pick up all the big parts like that. And now it won't sling up on the car and it looks nice and shiny. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other 3 wheels, get it back on the car, get it lowered on the ground, and we'll be done. So here it is, all detailed and back together. I love how this car looks when it's clean, especially with the black roof now. And these wheels, this hyper black color looks really good when they're clean. And with the tire shine, now I know that everything back behind there is clean. The brakes are clean and bright red. And I also have some of the undercoating on underneath it that I sprayed under there just in a few spots that had a little bit of rust, just to prevent that and make them look nice and black again. But that's pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to show like my washing and detail routine. Obviously this is not my routine, I don't take the wheels off every time, but just good to take care of the paint. And you can see like here, this right here is rattle can paint on my RS spoiler, and you can see it's got some clear coat chipping there and over there. And then this right here, this side skirt fell off one time just from being low and hitting speed bumps, and at one time it just fell off and I ran over it. So this is a new one. This is just one off eBay, and this is also rattle can. And you can see for a rattle can paint job, it's pretty good. That's just water. And then one time I scraped over another big bump, and you can see this here. Oh, that clear coat's cracked, and that's chipped from hitting the door because it got shoved up like that. Like the bottom of this side skirt is cracked, which is just the side skirts I made in my video. You can go check that out if you want to learn how to make these. All of my arrows homemade and custom that I've made. I eventually might start selling these side skirts just because there's not really a whole lot of options out there. Like there's the Vega modified ones, but they have like the VM on them. I don't know, I just think that you need like nice, simple, unbranded side skirts that could be fairly affordable because these are plastic, and I just have to work out shipping, and then I might try to figure that out. You can also see here the rattle can paint job. It has 2K clear on it. It's chipping off from all the rocks hitting it. And then the previous owner of my car had it. You can see there's a paint line there. There's the scrape here, this, and then you can see there's this paint line here because my front bumper was messed up. And this is also rattle can. Like the whole bottom half of this bumper is rattle can, and all the clear coat is chipping off after about a year. So my next project, really, with the 2 goals I have for this car soon is going to be to get new coilovers. I'm going to try to get some Fortune Auto coilovers because those are pretty much the best ones you can get, and then also have part of it repainted. I know for sure I'm going to have the RS spoiler, this side skirt, and this bumper repainted because those need it the most. But if the place that I'm looking at, if it's cheap enough, I'm also going to have them do the 2 fenders and the hood because this really bugs me in the paint line. And it also has like in the middle these cracks and like pitting in the paint from the previous owner having stripes on the car. So I'm going to try to get all that fixed out and get fixed and get this car pretty much completely perfect because I don't know, I'm just a perfectionist and I'd like everything to be the best it can be because I'm probably going to keep it for a while. But enough ranting. Please like and subscribe and follow me on Instagram at Nickjoenap, the same as my channel name, and I will see you in the next video.